Mr. Njeuma, because you have breath so that the others should. Okay, let me begin with you, Mr. Njeuma. This time we have varied reactions. Let's start. Let me first of all have your clue about this saga that is serious. We get now the reaction of the Vice Chancellor who has taken his grounds, and we also have the reaction of the first Vice Chancellor of that university, Madame Njeuma, Professor. And now, let me start with the reaction of Professor Njeuma, who has written, copying the Prime Minister, the Minister of Land Tenure, the delegates, and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Bulu, and making it clear that that's university land.
Thank you so much, Moderator Mwambo Williams. I read through the letter of senior citizen Professor Dorothy Njeuma, who also is a member of the electoral board in Cameroon, and equally the chairman of a hospital in Douala, I think, if it's not like Kentini or so. Her letter was very biased. That is the first thing I must say about her letter. She was acting in an authoritative voice.
Okay.
Yes. And being in the case, either the case of Professor Dorothy Njeuma or even of Barrister Ngongi, one thing I noticed in their letter is that it was addressed to a moral entity, and they know the person who incarnate that ministry in Cameroon, but they refuse, they silence his name. The Minister of Land Tenure is headed by Minister Henry Eyebe Ayisi.
But she wrote to
I did not
him.
see the name on the letter.
No, but addressing it to the ministry, yes, to the ministry shows that.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah.
When you are writing to my office,
Yeah.
to the manager of HHS, if you know my name, why not attach my name on it?
Mr. Njeuma, if I address a letter
When I'm writing
the
to the
CEO,
divisional officer
let me come to
of
something.
Boya, excuse me, we are into administration.
Yeah, I
When
just
people
wish
do
to ask
some kind of
something.
mistake, let me correct it on the platform.
Yeah, I just wish to ask something. If I write two letters and I say the SDO of FACO,
Yes.
and I write the other one and just address his name, don't you think that one of SDO of FACO will go direct to him? That one with just his name can still go to another person with that same name?
Excuse me, sir. I'm writing an official letter.
Okay.
Calling the attention of an entity.
Okay.
And I know the individual in question. And so it's not for nothing that in state protocol,
Okay.
when they finish calling the office, they call the person
name.
that incarnates that office.
Okay.
When you call the president of the Republic of Cameroon, you go behind now, Mr. Biapon. If not,
Okay,
people will tell you that it's Mr. Kanto or Professor Kanto.
Okay. Okay, you are cutting.
Okay. I wanted to first of all make that point clear. And she went further to give a couple of feelings. And where I got shocked is that she termed the Bulu people unscrupulous individual, set under the banner of FACO chiefs, that if they have sold away all their lands,
Even the graveyards.
let the corrupt administrators look for another land elsewhere and give them. I say, oh God in heaven, we are fully into banana republic.
How?
That is a senior citizen saying that you are the land of your ancestors. They can look for another one in another community and give you.
Mr. Njeuma,
between custom and institution, which one is more mobile? We have seen situations on this panel where a panelist cited the case of Bafu chieftaincy, where they first kingdom where he used to be before they deported to another community, where they always go back there and pour libation. Why? Issues of custom and culture cannot be treated with such facility.
Okay, you are talking of the
With
tone
such
now,
emotion.
because if you are talking of a tone, let me ask something. We have been.
It is as well important because she is referring to a state official.
Yeah, let me come to something.
And it's not because she's being hurt by an institution that she has administered some 20 years ago or also, that she is going to take upon herself to label people and give them practically instructions.
Ms. Njeuma Siri.
She goes further to talk about all the judicial rulings that have taken place.
Yes, before we go to that,
and personally take sides with that of the Supreme Court, as if we have not seen also ruling of the Supreme Court being revoked on other situations. I want to first of all dissociate myself from all what she produced as a communique, because it was too biased for somebody who called herself an administrator, and she is part of that very system that are oppressing Cameroonians. It's not because this case particularly concern her, and she go further to put more flesh into what I'm saying, to say that she has earnestly called the attention of this ministry on the CDC land issue, where in the name of NGO, some people were claiming the land. See again, with the complicity of some dubious administrators. And I want to reply to her very sadly tonight that Madame Dorothy Njeuma, the same administrators that you are pointing with your fingers, are the very administrators that will call on you the very moment you were going to Yaoundé for the major national monologue, that you should not go because the Anglophone community will partially be solved. And up to today, the very problem that you went to Yaoundé to solve, we are still suffering from them. Today was Ghost Town Day. People did not open in Boya.
No.
Are you satisfied with that decision that you went and took in Yaoundé for the major national monologue?
Okay, let's listen to this. I'm coming back to you. This one just say, hello, Biro Emmanuel from Malingo, Boya. I admire the speaker in Sunshade. He is so very intelligent and articulates so very well. Chairs the panel, is educative. I'm sure that's what he wants to write. Okay, he has just left, given that he has some other pressing things to follow. I'm sure it should be by Kufo. Okay, let me come to you, Dr. Busi. If you look at it, as he said, maybe the tone of Professor Njeuma in that letter, don't you think on this platform we've been talking of the muteness of the FACO elites and so on, and when we see somebody who comes up to say the truth, don't we hail such a person?
Thank you very much, sir. I think that is only the truth that will solve the problems in our country. I want to start by saying that if a letter is written by an individual who is a state person and copy the Prime Minister and the ministry, it is authentic, because the three different personalities, the letter will meet them. That's why they say copy. You must not write that Prime Minister John Guti. If you have written a letter, you copy the Prime Minister, you have copied the Prime Minister's office. You write a letter, you copy the Ministry of Land Tenure, you have copied the minister also. It's part of it. So the letter first of all enter the minister. There's no way that letter will go to the ministry and they'll give it to the Secretary General. Let's be honest, educate people here. For that one, it's okay. Let me look at the letter of Professor Dorothy Njeuma, the pioneer Vice Chancellor of the University of Boya in 1993. I want to say that when the University of Boya was created, Mr. Moderator,
she was the Director General of Boya.
When the University
of Boya.
It started at University Center. She was there until
she has been Vice Chancellor. She has been Vice Chancellor. She was the pioneer. I don't want to look at
Director General of the Boya University.
Yes, you are right.
Mr. Moderator, permit me talk, please. I'm the one talking. Permit me talk.
But she was writing as the former director general.
I want to
go on.
No.
I want to first of all honor the pioneer vice chancellor of the University of Buea, Professor Dorothy Njeuma. I must respect that. In terms of personality, I will not look at the flaws of her administration or the strength, but I think that she's a woman that has also created impact in this country, whether we like it or not. I want to look at the letter. And looking at the university land, we are not, the Bulu people have their land, Mr. Moderator. They have the Bulu community, they have a land where they inhabit, where they stay. And the land conflict between the Bulu people and the university has always been there. And this issue was, this land was given to the university. This land is even very close to the university. It's not right in their village. So this land, parcel of land, the university, they had a land title on this land. And recently, Mr. Moderator, the Bulu people also claimed that they had land title. Looking at the conflicting views, the Supreme Court of Cameroon gave this land to the University of Buea. And I want to ask myself, looking at a university environment, are we not seeing that a university community is somewhere that people enjoy a lot in terms of knowledge, in terms of skills, in terms of values, in terms of attitude, in terms of aptitude, and so on? And this land was even given to the university, and the land is closer to the university. It is not like they have gone right to their village where they inhabit to take their land, Mr. Moderator. Looking at what Madame Dorothy Njeuma was saying, she was first of all blaming the chiefs of FACO. She was blaming the administration for what has been happening in other places in FACO, Mr. Moderator. It is very good to see somebody who can be bold. We have even talked here that there are politicians, there are parliamentarians that were elected that have not even come out to write a single letter concerning this. If an ally of FACO of Buea comes out very strong to write a letter to the Prime Minister, head of government, to the ministry, let's be able to appreciate her courage. And she was the pioneer vice chancellor of the university, and she wants to see that university grow, Mr. Moderator. The issue here is that there's a conflict. And let's look at how the Bulu community wanted to get their, even if it was their land, the methodology, the modus operandi of getting this land was not the best in terms of destroying properties, in terms of bringing caterpillars to destroy university property. That was not the best way. Let's be genuine to say things the way it's supposed to be. Even if you claim that it's your land, go to the law court through litigation. You do not destroy a foundation. You do not destroy a farm, an agricultural research farm of students. You do not destroy ICT cables that the university community will enjoy virtual learning in it. The procedure was poor, Mr. Moderator, and I still feel that the university is a citadel of learning. We should look at that land beyond community issues. We should look at a land where even people from the Bulu land will enjoy the largesse of that same university.
Let me come to you. She elaborated how they really struggled to get that land before that university. You know, she was a member of government by then. Or they got that land before the university was constructed. Now, she has tempted the administration, the chiefs, and the court to be very corrupt. What's your take on that?
Mr. Moderator, let me digress. I must say that the statement made by a political guru are very frivolous. And I am completely abashed at the kind of statements he made on the platform because like the doctor mentioned, University of Buea is a citadel of learning, and he himself must have benefited from the products of the University of Buea. So, a senior citizen, like Professor Dorothy Njeuma, who has been the Director General and the Vice Chancellor of the University of Buea, has the powers and that right, at least, to make a remark on some kind of disastrous statements that were happening in an area that he has spent all her life trying to construct. Yeah, you know, she was very, very annoyed when she realized that the University of Buea land has been intruded by some kind of persons. According to her statements, she said that the University of Buea, the land of the University of Buea, have been intruded by some elements corrupted by administrative authorities.
Yes.
And in that case, she was referring to the senior division, the divisional officer, yes, and the delegate of land tenure, and even the court at large, who were parties to the personalities that intruded into the land of the University of Buea. I must say that University of Buea has a lot of benefit. It is just a gateway into Buea. If you know Buea very well, you realize that without UB, there is no Buea. Because if this thing, let me even call it a thing, if this treasure that the Bakweri people have, they want to send it away because of personal interest of the Bulu community, you will not do them good. And from the angle that she was saying, she was talking with somebody who is very angry and very bitter. And let me tell you, in an elitist state in which we live, Cameroon, Dorothy Njeuma is a senior citizen, and she has that power. When it comes to FACO, if not of recent that we have Lefaka coming up, there is no lady within the FACO community that can cough if Dorothy Njeuma has not said anything in an elitist country.
Okay,
where we respect personalities.
Now, let me come to that. I want you to react to this, because if I remember on this same platform and many other platforms, people are like doubting these our elites in FACO in the Southwest. Don't talk about this problem of land. They themselves are involved in the grabbing of this land. Then when we have somebody, especially in the division where this problem are, who comes out to speak, I wish to ask, what's your take on that?
I think Dorothy Njeuma is just doing what she ought to do.
Yeah.
And let me tell you the kind of way Dorothy Njeuma approached the Ministry of Property, Survey and Land Tenure was just the way any reasonable person will approach.
Is it true that?
Because Dorothy Njeuma said it's unbelievable, it's inconceivable. Those were some of the terms she used. It means that it's something that is beyond imagination, that this ministry will connive with administrators, scrupulous administrators. When she made mention of scrupulous, with fraudulent land titles, to the benefit of people in a bid to shift away the University of Buea. And the way they equated it, they were to give the University of Buea to carve out a land in another location different from the land where the Bulu people are intruding into the University of Buea, to give them. She said the authorities feel that there's a land somewhere that they want to give to UB, other than the one that they want to give, the land of UB, that they want to give to the Bulu people. Why not the Bulu people go and settle there? So Dorothy Njeuma is just bleeding because she has an acute pain of what, like I said, what she has built for over the years. University of Buea, like she said, University of Buea has trained a lot of personalities within this nation, and is still to train many in the years to come. It will be a great mistake to start pushing University of Buea away, or making acts that can automatically wipe out the University of Buea from the surface of the earth.
Let me add one.
So, moderator, the truth about is that the Professor Dorothy Njeuma is pretending. If
she's not,
if Mr. Biya Paul, who is usurpating on the power of Cameroon now, could be proclaimed by the Constitutional Court, even with the fake Transparency International observer who came before the state media, and that Dorothy Njeuma did not see anything to be worried with that action. She should not come now and pretend that she is worried with the land issue.
If Transparency International came, excuse me,
yes,
they came for elections now, so that's what you are saying.
Yes.
Where she belongs, you know, she knows when to talk.
She's in Elekam. That's why I'm not taking that example.
To?
I'm not taking that example by mistake. It's because I know she's a board member of Elekam.
And she belongs to a political party. She cannot take side with your mushroom party.
We are in the equilibrium of disorder.
Yes,
we are in a system where there is disorder. Where there is immorality, usurpation, there are all forms of corruption. And she said it, both structural corruption and ethnic corruption, things that children today are growing with those little genes of
Mr.
corruption.
Njeuma, is it a lie that
And
what
so
is happening is not corruption?
When our practices now start surfacing, I mean, our children use their own style to do it. That's exactly what is happening. And so, those kind of people are the first people that's supposed to stay quiet. Yes, because they have caused through their complots, through their various actions, through their support to the government, they have built the hegemony that is they have built this monster, this giant monster.
Okay, our problem is that she has been part of the system.
Yes. They have
Was Canton not part of the system?
Including the envoy of CPTM, including the two envoys of CPTM down on the platform.
Canton was a member of this government.
I mean, including the two CPTM envoys that are on the platform. All of them, they are cooking a very big monster. And tomorrow when you start
they haven't said they are
when you start divulging their children, they should not be afraid. They should not come on platform and start crying. I'm telling you, let us go back to that later.
I wish to ask you a question.
Yes,
I wish to ask you a question. Now, even if they have been part of the system, but what she said in the letter, is it not factual with Fakulan and the corruption amongst because you are making me to take side now, the corruption amongst the chief, the administrator, and at times the courts, when we know very well that there has been problem as far as land is concerned in Fakul.
Here I have a statement. If the welfare
what she's
of the
saying,
Bulu
is it
people
wrong?
is so important, then they should offer them land elsewhere.
No, the land that the administration
Why Dorothy Njeuma is living in Bokwango? That they should go and remove her there.
No, you are not understanding.
Another community.
We are in
the
let's make the letter clear.
We are in the equilibrium.
No, excuse me, please. Let's make the letter clear. What the chiefs and administrator and the court is saying that. Please. Excuse me. What this administrator and chiefs and so on are saying that they should get land somewhere else and give UB. He is referring back to it that land they are saying that should be given to UB. Now it should be given to the Bulu people.
Moderator. My own moderator.
Yeah. No, my worry here is what he is saying, is it a lie that there is serious corruption as far as land is concerned?
That's with her.
I
remember when the major national dialogue was up and so many people were denouncing the fact.
Okay.
She came up and said that no, it is a very good thing. We should really praise Mr. Bob Pobia for bringing the major national monologue. Okay. And today we are saying that the fruit of it has not helped anybody.
Let's be concluding. We will still come back to it, Dr.
She's not well placed to talk about this land issue at all.
We will still come back to it. Yes. What expectation do you have? Because the Prime Minister has been copied, the Minister of Land Tenure, the Vice Chancellor, and after that the Vice Chancellor has decided to stay, to stand tall to say he's going to protect the university land. What's your expectation?
It is the responsibility of our Vice Chancellor to protect the land, and he will protect it. And I want to say that, Mr. Moderator, the Prime Minister and head of government is already wrote a communique that nobody should intrude in the land of the university. Yeah. That the Supreme Court already gave this land. And the truth is that, I believe that the university is an environment where it is very important for the university to expand, because the university have trained a lot of Cameroonians. The university have mentored and trained a lot of Cameroonians who are out there working, who are in the country, building the country. UB is one of the best universities in Cameroon, and UB needs more land to expand, because we are living in a competition era where our university must expand to be able, in terms of research, teaching, and outreach, to be able to compete with other universities out there. So I want to say that if you go to Nigeria, go to Isuka University, go to Calabar University, go to Lagos University, the whole of University of Boya is just like a faculty in one university in Nigeria. So we need more land in the University of Boya to expand. And we are not saying that these people of Bulu are not important. They are Cameroonians, they are very important. But the issue is that they have their land where they have settled. This parcel of land was already gotten by the university, and the university have land titles, and the university have started developing this land. They should allow this land for the university to expand, to develop the land. And I still feel that it is the responsibility of the Bulu chiefs and the Boya community to support Professor Dorothy Njeuma to see that they protect the university land.
In Mafia, nobody
Okay,
cries.
before I come to, let's just get this reaction. You say, good evening to you guys in the studio. I was shocked when Mayor Cyril could not lead his campaign in Boya on the 22nd of September 2020. Is Mayor Cyril a real CRM candidate? Cyril, stop putting blames and think of solutions. A good leader seeks solution, not portioning blames. I, for one, dislike the government, but what has Camto done?
Okay, I think that question warrants a response.
I
think it warrants. You cannot minimize.
No, wait. Let him just
Respect your
respond shortly.
viewers.
Let him just
That's not why we
respond.
sacrificing his time to watch you.
30 seconds. 30 seconds. Yeah, please. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Lesson on leadership. I'm ready to take my pen and pencil to come in your class, gentleman or woman who is writing. And the next thing, what Camto has done, if we have Bakassi today, hallelujah, it stands to Professor Maurice Camto, the president-elect. You don't want me to be repeating that on the platform every day.
Okay.
But if it's necessary, I will always be repeating it to say that Professor Camto gave us Bakassi. Today, he incarnated the Nelson Mandela of Cameroon.
Nice.
Okay.
25 years to come,
Okay,
we will
it's
only
okay.
be talking about Camto.
No, okay, it's okay. That's a dignitary. Let us not.
No, it's a dignitary, but he's fighting for power.
No. We are not talking about him. Please, let's give him the respect. Let's give him the respect. Please, let's give him the
That's how they
respect.
form them.
We respect President Camto, but
Yes.
we don't want riot in this country, Mr. President.
Yeah.
We don't want riot in this
Please,
country.
I think
There's already and the Anglophone crisis.
Let's conclude. We shall come back to this.
We have to keep agreements. The Bulu community had once in time agreed with the state to allow this parcel of land to be used for state purposes. And it would not be correct at this moment in time to start crying foul that they need back the land. You know, there is a slogan that you cannot eat your cake and have it back. And considering the statement of X injuria non orator, we are saying that in this case, where that's injustice.
That's explained.
Injustice. Injustice cannot. The law cannot arise from injustice.
Okay.
So the injustice here is that they want to seize a state property for a personal interest, and in that case, they cannot be claiming that they are coming with clean hands. And I want to make it clear that Dorothy Njeuma did not praise any individual. This is what captivated my mind. You know, I expected her to start worshiping the authorities as they used to do. My senior divisional officer, your lordship, my justice.
She was
outspoken. She was straight to the point and spoke her mind, like what even we did in the parliament when Anglophones were clapping for him. So Dorothy Njeuma at this point was somehow touched by the kind of drama. That, like what I called here the last time, magic that they are trying to do. It is not correct. So Dorothy Njeuma has done a lot, and is what I'm appreciating. Because the casus belli, the war that is occurring on the university premises, is a war that will spill blood if people don't come out frank and truthful and forget about egos. So it is immaterial. The plea of Dorothy Njeuma is bona fide. It's done in good faith. And there is nothing anybody can sit on this panel and condemn her for that. The Bakweri community, she might have made statement, you cannot say the truth without matching some kind of person. She might have said that the Bulu community some kind or made some kind of outrageous statement, but she wanted to make a point clear, and she is she is a senior citizen. She is a senior citizen.
We are summarizing. Let me ask you a question.
And a son,
please.
a daughter, that is son of the soil. In that sense,
let me ask a
the
question.
Bakweri community.
She is somebody who is becoming very outspoken. Even when we had a PCC saga, she was very outspoken and so on. Now, what keeps... Wait, please, I'm coming. What keeps her away from coming to FACO and call all the FACO elites? Wait, excuse me. And call all the FACO elites and say, enough is enough. Our land is going. There's a lot of corruption in FACO and so on, and trying to put some sense into the elites.
You know, when you want to call a gathering,
yes,
to address people on this kind of issues, you must call them under an umbrella.
No, just like an elite, she's a senior as she addressed herself.
Of course, they say a journey of 1,000 miles. No, so start with a step. I think she has just started and is drilling the attention of the society. Now, Dorothy Njeuma might subsequently come on ground to gather the Bakure community and to talk to them.
Your last word, please. We shall be coming back.
We just want to say that in Mafia, everybody knows that the rule of the game is power.
Yeah.
And so, if she feels that she does not more have power, she should stop crying. Because the same ENAM school that has produced all the administration nationwide, they are using the same method. And even if you chase away this SEO that is here now, another one will come and repeat the same mistake. The only solution now is a new republic that we are praying that God should intervene.
Dr. Busi, your last word.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator. I want to really appreciate you for your kind articulation and moderation for the program of today. You have been very, very deep. I want to end by saying that I like the courage of Professor Dorothy Njeuma, and that is the kind of example we should copy in nation building, to be frank, because honesty is an indicator of nation building. I feel that the land of the university should be held jealously, and we are behind we will continue protecting the interests of the Vice Chancellor of the University of Buea, to see that the land is owned by the University of Buea, to see that the land can be expanded for the good of Cameroon, because it is not only those in Buea that will enjoy. Every Cameroonian in and out of the country will enjoy the largesse of that university that want to expand.
I wish to say that the egalitarian decision taken by Gongo to abolish the phone tax is just an epitome that other administrators should emulate and walk in line. And walk in line.
The constitution gives priority only to two personalities: the president of the republic and the prime minister.
Delegation of power.
He has been delegated the power.
He has been delegated the power.
He was sent. This is not the first document Gongo is signing. Minister Gongo is signing federal documents.